I'm Jay Ivy. Welcome to Branded Customs. You come on in. Branded Customs. Come on in. Come in.
Hi, I'm Justin here over at Branded Customs. I'm a sales and operations manager here. There should actually be another one with me. That's my twin brother, Jaden. We both have a lot of ties to this place. It's part of our own legacy. We've worked here as like actual people, kind of contributing to the company within the last 3 years. We started out just in the bays, apprenticing under different people here. Again, we've always had strong relations with every individual here, whether they, again, we don't have a lot of people that come and go. A lot of people that have been at our shop have been here for a long time. And so it gave us the chance and opportunity to kind of, one, grow the skills that we need to be a part of the shop, but also relationships to keep the shop flowing. Within last year, we both took on the role of being a sales and operations manager here, which only helped grow those relationships even better and kind of help be another pillar here for the shop. So in the past year, the biggest change in like interpersonal, again, it was me and Jaden kind of stepping up and filling a bigger role. There's always been like new attributions for like tools and everything, keeping the shop running more efficiently, which like things like new tire machine, balancer, new supplies, anything like that. But again, the biggest change for us and kind of how it's always been for Branded is the relationships, kind of saying how we can grow better as a team, become more efficient as a team, help each other out. And the biggest for us was me and Jane helping and trying to fill a role that we saw an opportunity to help the shop grow. This is because we've always had a lot of connections to the people here at the shop. Everybody here has worked here. We've maybe got 2 guys that are new. The rest of them have been working here for 10 plus years. So it was extremely easy for us to kind of fill that role, and it really helps us kind of with us already trying to put in those hours with the other people here, other coworkers here. It's really helped garner respect for each and every person here, whether it's me and Jaden, or it's another manager. I got to see how he's worked throughout the years, or maybe the problems that he deals with, maybe how I can try and help. Since I have direct ties to how things are run here, I can kind of see how I can help him and better him and make it to where he can grow as well. And that's the same thing with me. Getting to mingle with him, I get to learn more about cars, which I already have a passion for, something I already want to know. And it's much easier whenever I already have these relationships set. So 100% the biggest change that has helped us garner attention is kind of filling that family owned and operated role. Kind of having that torch passed along has really helped the shop grow. And much people know, like, if it helps, because with me and Jane, we have so much care for this place, it trickles down to the rest of the people working here. They see how much we care, and they know that it's not just me getting a job done where I go home at 5. It's me knowing that I want to take care of each and every customer that walks through here like they are my family. And because it has direct ties to how my dad's, and see it really how it impacts my dad's legacy here at Branded. So it's definitely changed just the way, and again, before people had care for it, everybody, it's definitely not just because it has direct ties with family with me and Jaden. It's always been family run. That's between coworkers, everybody here, or else we wouldn't have anybody that wants to stay. That's our environment is what keeps people here, keeps coworkers happy. No, if you ever talk to anybody that works here at Branded, that's always the first thing that's talked about. And so being able to kind of have even another perspective from me and Jaden with how much care goes into it, it's definitely changed how the shop runs. Branded Customs should win this award because there are 2 things in this industry that really sets us apart from anybody else. And again, one is because we are a family owned and operated shop, and 2, because we are a one-stop shop. There is no other shop in the Metroplex that can do what we do. And that's from having a car in here that just comes in for a simple window tint job or a simple tire patch, to even just getting a full frame off build. It can be all done in one shop where we take pride in our work, top quality work, and make sure that we're going beyond and above and beyond for every single customer that walks through that door. So that is why we should win this award. It sets us apart.
We are on all of the major social media platforms. We do post daily, normally multiple times a day. We post from either events, and we also post from cars and vehicles that we're building in the shop, and projects, and pretty much all of the stuff that we do with the public. So I mean, we post videos and content from all of them. We have been growing our social media. We've recently hired a company to do all of our posts and stuff on our platform, and we've developed a great relationship and are planning on expanding that in the future as well. I believe that we've had a huge social media presence for the last 15 years online. We've got 200,000 followers on Instagram and about 75,000 followers on Facebook, and are currently tracking to be over 300,000 followers between our social medias.
So here at Branded Customs, we've got several different aspects for the way we retain customers or even bring customers in. I can say the biggest part of our retention program is actually the shop system we use. So within the past 2 years, we actually switched to ShopMonkey, which kind of helps keep all of our customers in one place. It gives us a real-time feedback to them, where they can also give real-time feedback to us, whether that's text, pictures. I can schedule through there. It keeps a really open line of communication between us, whereas a phone call isn't always the best time for me or a customer. So with having ShopMonkey, it makes it much easier for us to keep a customer in one place where I know where to go back to send them a message and keep them. One, the biggest thing for us is keeping updates flowing while they're in the shop. And two, the retention for ShopMonkey is that they already have their own CRM built into it, so I can send my own reminders to them on work that we did for them, making sure that our quality stays the way it is after leaving our shop. So let's just say a day after, or even as soon as they leave the shop, I can send a message, one for but we always send a Google review, because that helps us and helps them kind of give their experience out there to other people that may want to come to our shop and get the same customer service that they got, because we, again, go above and beyond for every single customer that walks through that door. So we want people to know that, and that's the best way for them to know, is other customers giving their experience. And two, sending them a message to make sure that the work that they got with us is top quality, making sure they got the best experience and best product they possibly could get with us, making sure that it's all said and done whenever it leaves our shop the way it's supposed to be. And we'll have another reminder 3 days after that, a month after that, even with myself or Jaden or Nate, whoever it is up front. We also have a very strict program for calling. So even though a text will always go through, I am somebody that loves talking to people, whether in person or over the phone. Of course, I much prefer in person, but I always give a call, make sure everything's running good. And it's just my way of making sure with the customer that my biggest thing is building that relationship with them. That lets them know that it isn't just, they're not just a customer. It's making sure that I'm getting them taken care of on my part. So again, ShopMonkey's been that biggest change for us, but that's our main aspect. I can say another one for sure is the way that we always try and include customers. We have here in our shop, a customer walks in and greet at the door. Typically, if it's someone that's coming in and I can say it's really, if it's just a reminder with us, typically hand out a shirt, give it a hat. It's kind of our way of keeping our brand and legacy out there. It's a really easy way to kind of show people that it's more than just coming in to us and getting a quote. So it's very, very, I want to say, different here. whenever it comes to keeping a customer. It's very much from the moment you walk in their door, building a relationship. I can say for branded customers, the biggest difference isn't just about how I kind of keep customers coming back in. It's also because after that customer walks in and builds that relationship with me, it's not just me kind of having that reminder. I actually pretty constantly have customers that I've dealt with maybe even a year ago, maybe call me up, and if they got something else going on, they ask me how I'm doing, maybe what I've been up to for the last year. And it kind of also sparks because I have several people just knowing our shop and kind of how we operate, they'll invite us out to events maybe they're going into in their cars. And it's something that they can kind of show up and they kind of have that branded family there supporting them. And then that's just another reminder for me where I can invite people out with me because I know it's something that they enjoy and they can kind of have passion with, and they already know how our family operates. Just a really great example is actually someone that's been a part of our family for the longest time. He's actually called my Uncle Radio. We recently just invited him out to SEMA with us. And it's just, again, building those relationships. It really helps not just feel like it's just based on a sale. I'm going much deeper than that, making sure that I'm treating you as somebody that's walked through my door that's also looking for a long-term relationship, not just maybe one single service. And again, that's why it's so different for a one-stop shop like us, is because the more and more somebody thinks, and then everybody's so creative with how they want their cars done or what custom work they want done, and we're able to do that for them, that it keeps them coming back and keeps that relationship flowing. It makes us different from any other shop out there with the way we, first time they walk through that door, we build that relationship, and it keeps kind of me and the customer wanting to have that same relationship and keep it going. This is actually a process that was adopted way before I got here. It's something that's been practiced that I've watched for a very, very long time because it is a legacy that I'm a part of. I used to grow up kind of watching my dad, how he always interacted with customers, the care that he has with talking to them and trying to help make a plan, whether it's a full frame out build or just a car coming in. But it's always the same exact customer experience, the same exact way we handle customer interaction. And growing up, that's what's really what's defined. One, the biggest thing for me is it's always been character. But it's a process that was way before me that, again, I've watched him growing up use, and it's every single time a customer walks in the door, and sometimes it's not walk through the door. Me and Jaden are very notorious for we've got full camera set up and I've got full 5 open bays. So most times if I see a customer walking up, I greet them before they're even at the door. Kind of, again, show that friendly smile, show them I'm very welcoming. It's always a place that if I see somebody coming in, I already know what they're here for. I'm going to greet them before they even get to the door if I have the opportunity to. So I can always greeting with a smile and making sure that I listen to what the customer's needs are. And so that really defines kind of, I won't even say like a system, but it's really just a process, and it's always just basic human interaction. Again, the customer experience isn't always about that sale. It's about that relationship. And so that's really what the drive is. So if I can show that I'm asking how they're doing, asking kind of what their plans are, maybe what they've already done with the vehicle, kind of get their background, maybe how long they've had the car. It's always those details that kind of make it change, and maybe how personal I can get with what we're doing to the car. Kind of show them even the opportunities that we can have with the car. Because most times, people walk into our shop and they don't even know the limits of everything that we can do here. Full metal fabrication, full wood fabrication, exterior, interior, anything. So it's always something where I am constantly pushing for. It's not just me, it's anybody here, where if we see a customer, especially again a new customer, walk in, it's a very welcoming greeting, and then making sure that we get an idea of where the customer wants to go with it, and just make sure 100% that we know within ourselves that we are taking care of that customer to the best of our abilities. I can say here at Branded Customs, the biggest enhancements for us is really steadily working on the customer experience while they're not in the shop. So the biggest thing that I know that our shop is extremely different for is our constant updates. Whereas a lot of people have issues with that. You know, if somebody drops off their car and you want to show that you have the same care in it, you don't want to leave them clueless throughout the entire process. So if I have somebody drop off for a console rebuild, I'm showing them pictures especially daily. Daily updates are extremely important for the customer. They know that I'm taking extremely great care of them and their vehicle. So I can say enhancement wise that you can never ever do better on updates. It is probably the biggest thing here at our shop, just because we do have so much going on here. There are 25,000 square feet, so that's a lot of cars to cover. So if updates is an extremely big thing here, and so it's always something to improve upon. I feel Branded Custom should win this award because we offer the best customer experience. And honestly, everything about our shop speaks for itself. If you go and look at Branded Customs reviews, or if you pull even just one customer aside and ask them how their experience was with us, experience talking to me, Jade, and Jay, there's nothing ever bad to say. But we should win this award because the customer experience just speaks for itself.
Our mission statement is we are the new culture in automotive design. Typically for us, for team building, I mean, we do a variety of things. This last week, obviously, we were at SEMA together, but I mean, we do Knowledge Fest and other trainings and mobile solutions and other industry events so that we can all be together and train as a team. And then outside of that, we also just recently, for receiving this nomination, I took everybody bowling and a night out and had it catered, and we had games and a real big event here at Shenanigans, which is like a big multi-center place for, you know, family fun. And we went there for that night. And then, I mean, we do cookouts regularly, normally 2 to 3 times a month. We'll do cookouts and events. We celebrate all the guys' birthdays as a team, you know, cakes and, I mean, everything. We like to try and have a real close family knit environment here and try and stick to that so that we're progressing as a family. As far as our store culture, I mean, we really work on that on a daily basis. It's not we do it for any particular set reason. I mean, we really have always just had that type of morale around here where we were always together. And I mean, we spend more time with each other than we do our families. So it's pretty easy to become, you know, very tight-knit very easily. I feel like for this, we should win the award for, I mean, our hard work and dedication over the last 25 plus years in the industry, and definitely our growth that we've achieved internally over the last 3 to 5 years, expanding everything that we do here in-house and then growing ourselves as a company to be able to offer more products and services to our clientele.
Hi, thank you for nominating Branded Custom for this award. Thank you to all our customers that have supported us and got us up to this point. We wouldn't be here without you. Thank you to all of our vendors. Everybody out there, thank you.
Thank you to all of our friends and family.
Yes. Thank you to everybody being a part of Branded Family. Thank you, Sick Cars and Trucks, for taking this video for us. If y'all want to come visit and be a part of our family, 2425 East Interstate I-30 in Fate, Texas. Thank you.